a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to The Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. And welcome to a new year. Hey, 2020. I am so excited to have you here. I am so excited for what's in store for this year. We are building a team of awesome people so we can bring you awesome content and awesome food for thought. It's a new year. It's a new day. It's a new moment. Although, here at The Lone Doctrine, we don't just put emphasis on the new year. We encourage you to realize that each moment becomes that new resolution, the opportunity for change, for betterment. We're here each and every week exploring any and all and sideways and byways to make this life the best life. As you may or may not know, each month we pick a topic. To start off 2020, whoa, that sounds really crazy saying that. 2020, we wanted to explore perspective. Now, what is perspective? According to the dictionary, it could be seen as the art of drawing solid objects on a two-dimensional surface so as to give the right impression of their height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other when viewed from a particular point. Or a certain attitude towards or a way of regarding something. Basically, a point of view. There are a few key words in that second definition: attitude and point of view. How's this for food for thought? Once all the villagers decided to pray for rain. On the day of prayer, all the people gathered, but only one boy came in with an umbrella. That is faith. Or how about this? When you throw babies in the air for playtime, they laugh because they know you will catch them. That is trust. You might hear, you might see, you might assume one thing, but so many different parts of our lives can mean so many different things. If our perspective was, for lack of a better word, clouded, tainted, even those two scenarios, any one of us could have taken badly. Who prays for rain? When has praying ever helped anyone? I'm not religious. Just because I bring an umbrella outside doesn't mean it's going to rain. Who throws babies? What if they got hurt? What if you dropped them? What if they're scared? Instead of seeing the faith in the boy, we might go towards the negative. Instead of seeing genuine trust in a child, we may rack our minds with the what ifs. Let's see what you think in the next statement. Just see what genuinely pops up, and I'll pause between each one. Every night we go to bed without the assurance of being alive the next morning, but we still set our alarm clocks to wake up. How about this? We plan big things for tomorrow in spite of zero knowledge of the future. So, what was your initial reaction? I'll say them again with a perspective you may or may not have recognized. Every night we go to bed without the assurance of being alive the next morning, but we still set our alarms to wake up. That is hope. We plan big things for tomorrow in spite of zero knowledge of the future. That is confidence. Our perspective can vary the way we see the world. It can impact our relationships, our family. It can even change a situation from better to worse. Perspective is an important ingredient in your life. When is the last time you took a good look at your perspective? That might be a hard question, not just to ask yourself, but to even hear. When I said, when is the last time you took a good look at your perspective, you could have taken offense. you could not really care either way, or you've never really thought about it. When I ask questions, it's always from a good intention and with respect. Some questions might be the harder questions, but it's in our growth or willingness to grow that we see real change for the better. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we need to ask ourselves the tough questions because sometimes we need to gain some perspective. Let's explore a little farther and get some more perspective by medium.com. This is another great way to see how you feel, how your perspective is. I'm going to just list some random quotes and I'll pause afterwards just to see what pops up for you first. Here's one. Excellence is not being the best. It's doing your best. Here's one perspective on it. Get up, show up, and never give up. The best remedy to regret is doing everything you can do on a constant basis without ever trying to compare your life to others. When you engage in that kind of foolishness, you'll end up feeling bitter because by our natural tendencies, we'll never make such comparisons fair and equal. Take advantage of your limitless potential by setting out specific and ambitious goals and go out there and just smash them. Excellence is not being the best. It's doing your best. How about this? Life is a journey, not a destination. My mom says this all of the time. Are you still convinced that happiness will come to you someday? Unfortunately, someday is not a day at all. And if you keep postponing your eagerness and determination to live a better life, personal fulfillment will forever stay a dream. Enjoy every step you take, every decision you make, and every small thing that gets you closer to appreciate life. There's a reason if enjoy the process is one of the most cliche sayings of all times, because life is a journey, not a destination. How about this? Don't look back. You're not going that way. You know what's beautiful about life? It's the fact that every single day we have a decision. We can choose to learn new things, improve our health, or just hang out with more positive and supportive people. If you're a human being, chances are you are, definitely you are made of tons of mistakes, most of which we're not very proud of. But if the universe doesn't care, why should you? Focusing your mind on the future is no easy task. As a matter of fact, we dwell on our past so much that we literally blindfold ourselves when real opportunities to improve and move forward show up. But what value does it eventually bring? The past can't be undone anyway. Life is not about who you once were. It is about who you are and the person you have the potential to be. Learn, therefore, to embrace the present, filling it with productive actions that will lead you to a better tomorrow. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Now, here's an interesting one. Let's see what your perspective is. Success is how high you bounce when you hit bottom. If you keep trying, you'll never know what might happen. If you quit, however, you'll know for sure. Unfortunately, I don't know you, nor do I know what dreams and goals you have, but if you're at least near to being ambitious, you're probably going to fail and hit low points in your life. Sooner or later, it will happen. That's just the way it is. But that doesn't mean you should stop. Being able to get up after a hard fall shows resilience. It shows you're hard to beat, and it ultimately allows you to get another shot at your goals. So never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. And last but not least, believe you can and you're halfway there. Once again, the power of our mind can't be questioned. You can write down anything you want to, goals and aspirations, look really good on paper, but if you lack the belief and self-suggestion, it'll be impossible for you to accomplish them. If you're not able to mentally envision yourself achieving something, you'll experience a lot of struggle. I know I have, and I know sometimes I do, and the best step I've ever taken is to work on my mental well-being. That's why beliefs constitute half the journey and represent the first step towards the attainment of huge results. And by the way, if you don't believe you can, who will? Sometimes just taking a moment, looking in the mirror, and being honest with ourselves is the tipping point in living a better life. Now, I'm not saying that your life is necessarily bad, but everyone has their challenges. So, this week, I encourage you to just take notice on your reactions. Take notice on how you're seeing things. We have a lot of food for thought for this week. And as we continue to explore the idea of perspective, I wanted to thank you for tuning in. And if you liked this episode and know of someone else that may also benefit from our food for thought, we'd love if you'd share this episode. It would mean the world to us if you could help get this message and our cause out to as many people as we can, because together we are better. Or if we could have a few seconds of your time, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, which in turn help us show up in the search engines so others in need can find us. I am forever grateful, and until next time, keep fighting the good fight.